The Gatac Tyilui is the most easy to pronounce way I've seen this word. Shout out to Wicked Wookie for that one. This is a variant of the Gatac Railen, and it's kind of, I mean, at this point, it's become pretty clear that every ship that comes out, whether it's a reworked old ship that needs to get an update, or it is a new concept ship that hasn't been released yet, I think it's pretty clear that everyone that does come out is going to have some kind of a variant or a close ship to it that does something else, because it seems to be an easy way for CIG to get more ships out. Either way, let's see what they've done with the variant of the Railen. It's like an alien cruise ship treadmill.
It's a new ship from Gatac Industries.
Or running path.
It is our first dedicated alien snub fighter carrier.
We have two categories.
Dude, I wonder how hard this would be to do. I'm sorry for like getting getting completely off topic, but the feeling of the path curving up towards you must be so disorienting, at least at first. You know, outside of the whole running on the walls and the ceiling.
Snub fighter carrier.
We have two categories within our snub division of ships. We have snub fighters and snub crafts.
Is the Argo MPU supposed to be considered a snub? Is it going to fit in this?
It's really designed for the former, the snub fighters.
Oh, okay. So they made a... Wait a second. Hold on. Okay, that's funny. We got to go back in history a little bit. Let's go back to the original introduction of the brand Gatac. Because we're really... I understand sometimes that they're swinging away from what the ship was originally brought into the game for, but like they just made this brand 5 years ago. I mean, listen to the story of how it was made, because it's actually pretty interesting, but it's going to make it kind of funny that they're doing a combat-focused snub carrier.
Let's do a brief history of House Gatac. They were a vassal of House Urua during the Great Divide, which is the Xi'an Civil War. At the end of the Great Divide, House Klo, who didn't like the way that the peace talks were going, decided that they wanted to kill all the leaders of the houses that were engaged in peace talks.
Totally normal behavior.
So they sabotaged the network of antique weather satellites that surrounded the Xi'an homeworld of Rixiang, and accidentally destroyed the whole atmosphere rather than just the atmosphere above the peace talks.
I could see us doing that, to be honest.
So after this tragedy, after everybody fled the homeworld to the next closest planet, Kawa, the House Urua, in recompense for its loss, was elevated to the first imperial house. That's where the first emperors came from. And one of the first things that they did was reward people who fought under them for their service. So they awarded House Gatac a license in perpetuity to build industrial spacecraft.
Industrial, you say?
Shaoxian.
Huh.
In the Shaoxian, the Xi'an Empire, they are known for being like really innovative and interested in discovering the next big cool thing in technology. And that's part of why they immediately jumped on the opportunity to make a ship that would be friendly to both Xi'an and humans. Like, cutting edge stuff is their thing.
So, the company itself isn't necessarily restricted to just industrial ships, but it was like created to make industrial ships. And it's really funny then to see them come out and basically make a ship for combat situations. But you know what? It's CIG, it's Star Citizen.
And they need a carrier because they don't have quantum drive, so they have a very limited range and require a larger ship to get them where the action is. And whilst the Tyilui,
they said, we got to protect our industrial ships, brother.
May visually share some elements with the Railen, it is a new ship chassis.
Ooh, cows.
The real notable change on the rear of the vehicle is the large hangar door. The real...
I'm sorry, I'm getting so distracted, but
visually
like,
share some elements.
Who's going to be the first one to try and get cows on the walls in this ship? This is like a cow transportation vessel.
With the Railen, it is a new ship chassis.
The real notable change on the rear of the vehicle is the large hangar door. And that really reveals the large hangar opening, which also has an air shield across the rear.
Oh my god, that's such a tight fit. Wow. That's a real tight fit, guys. I guess this wouldn't have been possible before with the way that the desync was working, but I feel like with even desync now, this is going to...
Also has an air shield across the rear.
There's a tractor beam in it.
The Tyilui has the same armament as the Railen, plus 2 additional top and bottom rear-facing remote turrets. The Tyilui holds 4 snubs in its rear section, as well as 96 SU of cargo space.
Enough to
The purpose of this
rearm.
cargo is to enable players to use the rearm, repair, refuel mechanics. So there's somewhere for the RMC if you're repairing your hull, for the hydrogen fuel if you're refueling, for the missiles if you're restocking them.
Gonna need some auto
for the
landing here.
ammunition if you're reloading your guns.
It's a very different environment to what we're used to on a lot of our human manufactured ships.
The Xi'an are the masters of sort of gravity and magnets, so the rear section of the Tyilui is its centerpiece. Not only does it hold the 4 snub bays, it does it in a sort of 360-degree environment, allowing you to sort of get in, and you can walk the whole way around the interior of the ship to get to your landing pad.
That is cool. That's a nice gimmick. Like, it's a little gimmicky. I like that the actual gameplay of the ship and the feeling of using it changes enough to make you understand that this is not normal human behavior. I just don't know how much this ship is necessary. From the perspective of we need to get the same type of ship from every manufacturer, yeah, okay, that makes sense. We need an alien carrier. But I don't know if that's necessarily necessary, you know? Like maybe almost every ship needs a different ship for each category. I don't know how necessary this one is right now.
We're using the actual anti-gravity technology
Whoa.
on that, so you can...
Yo, this guy has my brother-in-law's name. Wait, Mrs. Tomato, this guy's name is Batuan Kuchuk. What? Hell yeah, dude.
walk on the walls, but those walls actually floor.
The impact is pretty instant. There's no real sense of up and down.
You can go for a jog all the way around it. It's just a really incredible tech.
It's a really fun space to play in.
So, Sata Ball, maybe?
As you leave the hangar through one of the exits on either side, you walk through a little ready room for your snubfire pilots. These are small, almost cave-like
Plants on the f***ing ceiling? God, I love alien stuff.
little corridors that allow you
How
to
do you water
transition
it?
from that intense experience of flying a snub fighter into the calm and into the safety of the rest of the ship.
It looks beautiful.
And then once you get back into the main elevator shaft, you're back into kind of like the shared hab area that you're used to on the Railen.
The whole rec room is just like a huge space, really high ceilings. These massive, imposing arches on either side that frame the whole space.
It feels like a fancy Turkish restaurant for me. Yeah, a bit Grand Bazaar vibes.
Bro, I knew it. He's like, you cannot have that name and not be Turkish.
And the overall art language is like kind of Art Deco / Alien. And I like to use in the organic materials like actual alien rock on the walls, which feels nice, more architectural masterpiece.
The turret access rooms, there's one on either side of the ship, and they feel really interesting. They've got a little more than a typical turret access might have. I like to call it the turret reception just because it feels like you go in with an appointment
What
to
is this
see the
music?
turret, and there's this really nice window that gives you a nice view of the side of the ship.
We love windows.
And there's like a nice bench in front of it to sit and look out. You have some escape pods in there as well.
Kind of an awkward place for a window, but we do love windows. Also, I like this shot. We don't get enough shots that show the scale of
There's
the
like
inside.
a nice bench in front of it to
Compared
sit
to the
and
outside.
look out. You have some escape pods in there as well. The whole room came together feeling really kind of cozy and interesting.
The Tyilui is
So how does this... Hold on a second. Let's pause it right here. And there's a really good art station from the original artist. I want to see how this model differs from that original concept, because it's quite... These shots are quite nice. Yeah, we can like look at something like this. Honestly, It's pretty close. It looks like there's definitely like a difference here. The top had like a hole, and that might be because this is the other one, not the Railen. I need to see if the Railen is different, because the Railen might have something up here. But at least for this ship, there is a difference in that top center section. Turrets looking mostly the same. The wings look mostly the same. I think they did a fairly good job at translating it. It missed this part on top of the glass, which I think looks a little cooler, but I bet you get more visibility out of the glass when it's like this. A little bit different here, different texturing. Just like all around, the exact folds are different, but the general design is pretty much the same. It didn't get fat. Not like the other ships. It's like looking a little bit... Oh! The game's back. It's looking a little bit bigger than the concept, but for the most part, I think they translated it pretty well. There was an engine on the top, yeah. So they had an engine on the top and the bottom in the original concept. I see. I don't think there is one in this. Maybe there is one, actually. That might be an engine back there. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's also an engine back there. It's just further back, not quite as prominent up on top of the ship. Sort of depends on the angle, too, how easy it is to see.
The Tyilui is for anyone that wants to be in the fight, but wants to play more of a support role.
I'm very happy with the ship. I think we've really sort of pushed the boat out, especially with the interior section at the rear. You don't have that particularly large firepower, but enough of it is an annoyance to distract other players and allow other people in your fleet to help do the objectives.
Man, there's just never going to be a ship released without some kind of fighting.
It's about supporting your snub fighters and causing as much kind of chaos on the battlefield as you can. It's almost like a swarm of angry wasps that can go in and attack. Or if you really annoy people a bit too much, they can get back in and you can just jump away to safety.
You know we need an alien snub fighter now, right?
Yeah, it has crossed my mind. Yeah.
How many of you would have preferred if they had just released an alien snub fighter instead of an alien snub fighter carrier? I'm wondering how much people want to keep doing this snub fighter stuff. I know it'll probably be better when the game has a lot more localized gameplay. Like, we're heading towards a way more localized style of Star Citizen, so right now snubs don't feel useful because you have to fly quantum drive so many places. But it feels like we would do better with a snub than a carrier, because we have carriers, but we're pretty limited on snubs. Granted, we don't have an alien carrier. I don't know. It's definitely up to opinion, but I think it's interesting that they came out with an alien snub carrier before the alien snub, and not doing both at the same time, maybe. The door is really cool. Door is super sick. I would say anybody who's trying to quantum travel that quickly after somebody landing inside of the ship probably doesn't play very much Star Citizen.
One of the things that our players are especially fond of doing with a new ship is playing a good old game of what fits.
What about the MPU? Oh.
It almost always goes way beyond anything that we expect.
Hold Z, not the B. Oi!
Try it at your own risk.
Have a reclaimer claw go into the rear of this. It's going to look like a proctology thing.
Rear docking close.
Oh my.
Bottom suffered major damage.
That's an official request.
Damage
This is going to be useful B-roll.
close.
This is literally Star Citizen pushing through a patch. This is what it looks like. This is us. This is 4.8, and here's CIG. I should probably just like screen capture this and caption it right now, because stop doing this. Stop doing this to us.
Bottom suffered major damage.
That's an official request.
Well, interesting ship. We're going to have to test it out over the next couple of weeks, because as much as I think it's cool for us to get the alien snub fighter carrier, and I genuinely think that the snub ship kind of gameplay is sick in Star Citizen, it's still really cumbersome. And so it might not be something that like really works out for people right now, but we'll test it out. We'll try it out as an org probably next week, because I'm gone this weekend. And we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into with it. But that is a look at the variant